Welcome back to the man cave. Well, this time I've got a bit of a sad story. Plastered, broken thumb, can't do anything, can't drive, can't ride, can't do anything, so I've just got to sit it out. I'm back to the hospital tomorrow to have it checked up on, see if it's okay yet, but for the time being I just can't do anything. So I thought what I'd do, I put a plan together, and I thought what I'd do is I'd go back and revisit my first 4 videos from right when I started a few months ago. And these were from a trip to India, to the Himalayas in actual fact, in 2018. And we rode bullets, Royal Enfield bullets, from Shimla up into the Himalayas and through the Himalayas, the Indian Himalayas, up to the town of Leh, fantastic place, Leh, and then from Leh over the Kardong La, reputedly the highest motorway road in the world, down to the Spiti Valley, and then along to the shores of Pangong Lake, Pangong Sao, which is effectively the Chinese border. Fantastic trip, absolutely fantastic trip. It was a trip of a lifetime, it really was. But like I say, I put those first 4 videos out from that trip. The videos I shot while I was away, never had any intention of going into YouTube, but I started to use them, and they were a bit raw, no commentary, no introduction to speak of. So I'm going to revisit them, re-edit. I can do voiceovers now. I'll do some voiceovers and shorten them so they're just short videos, just to give a little bit better idea of what the trip was all about, I suppose, really. So let's see how it goes. I think I can make them more interesting. I mean, those videos got very few views to begin with, but like I've got 134 subscribers now. It's really going well for me, comparatively speaking, anyway, for which I'm grateful. So yes, see what you think. We'll put them together and tell me what you think. You know, subscribe, like, or dislike if you want to, or at least send me some comments, some constructive criticism if you like, just to let me know what you think. All right, thanks anyway. Cheers. Well, here we are in India, somewhere I never thought I'd get to. To begin with, I've got a few stills just to show before the video starts. Don't know why, but I just didn't use the video camera for the first day or so. But either way, there's stills here from the back streets of Delhi, out through the Himalayan highway, as it's called, and up and beyond, up to Shimla and beyond. So it's a good introduction, I think. So let's see what you think anyway. Now we're just kicking off from the first night in the mountains themselves, actually in the Himalayas. This was a monastery at Sarahan, and we're heading back down. It's a rough track back down to the main road. It's a good introduction, this is, to some of the roads that we're going to be travelling on later in the trip. But this will bring us down to the main road down below us, and we'll heading north up into Ladakh. Apologies for the camera. It's the video camera. It's It's a $24.99 special from Aldi, to be honest. Although for what it was, it did a fantastic job. Anyway, let's listen to the bikes, because there were 14 of us on the trip, and yeah, let's see where we get to. You will have noticed back there's a very high concentration of military presence. Lots of soldiers knocking about. That's just the start of it. As we get further up, there gets more and more military presence. As we get into Ladakh, it's a lot of the area is what's known as disputed territory. They have a real struggle at times, because to the west they've got Pakistan that are wanting to encroach all the time, and to the east there's of course China. China, of course, having taken over Tibet back in 1950 or thereabouts, and they're wanting to take more and more of India. So the Indians have a bit of a struggle from time to time, but they hold their own pretty well. And this is going to take us. We're taking us out onto the higher, rockier roads, if you like. The roads cut into the rock. It's a brilliant ride. It really is. I can't say that too much. I'm sure you picked up by now that the roads are absolutely chaotic. I mean, the driving standards diabolical in so many cases, but none of this compares with what we saw in Delhi a couple of days ago. But I couldn't concentrate on running a camera there. I was too busy watching for where everything's going to be coming from. You'll have noticed the cows on the road all over the place as well. Sacred are the cows. They just roam freely wherever they want to go, and nobody bats an eyelid. And the lorries, you'll notice the lorries we come up behind, quite a few certainly later in the trip, you come up behind the lorries and it says honk your horn or blow your horn, and that's not a derogatory manner at all. Those drivers want you to blow your horn so they know where you are, and then, regardless of the fact that we ride and drive on the left-hand side of the road, just as in the UK, the drivers let us know which side the safest to pass by putting their indicator on. So they put the right-hand indicator on. Doesn't mean to say they're pulling over to the right. That's saying, pass me on this side, please. And that takes some getting used to, I can tell you. You'll have noticed that all the bikes that we're riding, you see me overtaking a few, you'll see one or two come flying past me. They're all bullets, they're all 500 bullets. I think they're Electras, I'm not sure of the model. I mean, my bullet is it's an old kickstart, 4-speed kickstart bullet. But these are more modern bikes with electric starts, although I did tend to use my kickstart simply because I can. But these are the favourite bikes for them. And speaking to the two leaders, Adam and Kate, they'll carry on using the bullets, even though the Himalayan is coming to the fore now. They will carry on using the bullet until the Himalayans have really proved themselves. The Himalayan is going to be the bike to use up here, obviously. Having only just come out in over the last couple of years, really, 2016, 17, thereabouts. So yes, they will, after a couple of years or so, they will come to the fore. You'll notice that the further north we get, because we're heading north all the time effectively, further north we get, the more spectacular the roads are, the higher we're getting, and it's absolutely mind-blowing when you look at some of the scenery. The camera doesn't show it. It doesn't show it's how steep it is or how deep the gorges are, to be honest, but believe me, it's a serious place. And these roads really do need to be treated with respect, deep respect at that. Now we're climbing away from the valley bottom, climbing up through various little townships, up to the village of Kalka. Kalka is where we'll be spending the second night in the mountains, so to speak. Coming up to the top, coming up to the entrance, which is just outside, just above the village itself, is this hotel, and the view from the balcony from the rooms at the hotel across into the Himalayan peaks themselves, across on the far side of the valley. Absolutely fantastic, spellbinding views. But yeah, we're only just getting into the trip, really. Lot to come yet. So that's it. That's us arrived at the hotel. So I'll sign off for this video. I'm hoping I'll do one or two more of these sort of catch-up videos with a bit more information on them in the form of my narrative. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it anyway. Please give me a thumbs up, and if you've not already subscribed, it'd be great if you would do, because I need all the subscribers I can get. But thanks for watching anyway, and if you've got any comments, let me have them, and I'll try and answer every comment that anybody makes. So yeah, see what you think and let me know. Cheers. See you in the next one.